The weight of the world, it seems, is often carried on our backs. And all too often, that weight becomes a literal burden, leading to chronic pain, debilitating injuries, and a silent epidemic that plagues workplaces and homes alike. We're talking about back pain and injuries stemming from improper lifting techniques. You might think you know how to lift a box, move a piece of furniture, or even pick up your child, but the reality is that many of us are doing it wrong, and the consequences can be devastating. Consider this: back pain is one of the leading causes of job-related disability and a major contributor to missed workdays. In fact, studies show that approximately 80% of adults will experience back pain at some point in their lives. While some cases are due to underlying medical conditions, a significant portion is directly attributable to improper lifting and carrying techniques. The financial burden is staggering, costing billions of dollars annually in medical expenses, lost wages, and workers' compensation claims. But beyond the statistics, there's the human cost. The pain, the limitations, the impact on quality of life. Imagine Sarah, a warehouse worker who, for years, lifted boxes without proper training. She felt a twinge now and then, but ignored it, thinking it was just part of the job. One day, while lifting a particularly heavy package, she felt a sharp, searing pain in her lower back. That was the beginning of a long and arduous journey of doctor visits, physical therapy, and ultimately, surgery. Sarah's story is not unique. It's a common narrative, repeated across industries and households, highlighting the urgent need for awareness and education about safe lifting practices. This isn't just about avoiding injury. It's about preserving your health, your livelihood, and your ability to enjoy life to the fullest. It's about understanding how your body works, learning the proper techniques, and making conscious choices to protect yourself from unnecessary strain and pain. The good news is that back pain and lifting-related injuries are largely preventable. By adopting the right strategies and making them a habit, you can significantly reduce your risk and safeguard your well-being. Over the next hour, we'll delve into the specifics of safe lifting, providing you with practical tools and techniques you can implement immediately. We'll dismantle common myths, explore the biomechanics of lifting, and equip you with the knowledge you need to lift and carry with confidence and ease. Now that we've established the importance of safe lifting, let's take a moment to understand the incredible machine that makes it all possible: your body. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the spine and core muscles, the unsung heroes of lifting and support. Think of your spine as the central pillar of your body, a complex structure composed of vertebrae stacked one upon the other, cushioned by intervertebral discs. These discs act as shock absorbers, preventing the bones from grinding together and allowing for flexibility. Asterisk visual. An animated graphic showing the structure of the spine, highlighting the vertebrae, discs, and spinal cord. Asterisk. The spine isn't just a rigid column. It's designed for movement. However, this movement comes with inherent risks if not managed properly. When you lift incorrectly, you place excessive stress on the discs, potentially leading to herniation or bulging, where the soft inner material pushes through the outer layer, causing pain and nerve compression. The spinal cord, housed within the vertebral column, is the superhighway for nerve signals traveling between your brain and the rest of your body. Any damage to the spine can have serious consequences for your nervous system. Now let's talk about your core. The core isn't just your abdominal muscles. It's a complex network of muscles that wrap around your torso, including your abdominals, obliques, back muscles, and even your diaphragm and pelvic floor. These muscles work together to stabilize your spine, providing a solid foundation for lifting and movement. Asterisk visual. An animated graphic showcasing the various core muscles and their location in the body. Asterisk. Imagine trying to lift a heavy object while standing on a wobbly platform. It would be incredibly difficult and unstable. Your core muscles act as that stable platform for your spine. When they're strong and engaged, they protect your spine from excessive stress and strain. Weak core muscles, on the other hand, leave your spine vulnerable. That's why core strengthening exercises are so crucial for preventing lifting injuries. Think of exercises like planks, squats, and deadlifts, performed with proper form, of course, as building the scaffolding that protects your back. Remember, lifting isn't just about your arms and legs, it's a whole body effort with your core playing a starring role. Understanding this fundamental connection is the first step towards lifting safely and effectively. In the next segment, we'll move on to assessing the load before you even think about lifting it. Now that you have a better understanding of the machinery involved, let's talk about what you're asking that machinery to do. Before you even bend a knee, take a moment, a crucial moment, to assess the load. This isn't just about guessing the weight, it's about a comprehensive evaluation of the object you're about to lift. Is it too heavy? Too awkward? Do you need assistance or specialized equipment? This pre-lift assessment is your first line of defense against injury. First, consider the weight. Don't be a hero. If you have any doubt about whether you can safely lift the object alone, don't err on the side of caution. Look for labels indicating the weight, or if possible, try to gently nudge the object to get a sense of its heft. Remember, exceeding your physical limits is a surefire way to strain your back. Visual examples of weight labels on different types of packages. A graphic demonstrating how to gently test the weight of an object. Next, assess the size and shape. Is the object bulky or compact? Is it evenly distributed, or is the weight concentrated in one area? Awkwardly shaped objects can be particularly challenging because they can throw off your center of gravity and force you to twist or contort your body in unnatural ways. Visual examples of awkwardly shaped objects, such as long pipes, irregularly shaped boxes, and items with uneven weight distribution. Consider the stability of the load. Is it likely to shift or move while you're lifting it? Objects containing liquids or loose materials can be unpredictable and require extra caution. Also, think about the grip. Are there handles or a secure place to hold onto? Slippery surfaces or the absence of handholds can significantly increase the risk of dropping the object and injuring yourself. Finally, ask yourself, do I need help or should I use equipment? There's no shame in admitting that a task is beyond your capabilities. In fact, it's a sign of intelligence and responsibility. If the object is too heavy, awkward, or unstable, seek assistance from a coworker or use a dolly, hand truck, or other appropriate lifting device. These tools are designed to make lifting easier and safer, and they can significantly reduce the strain on your body. Remember, a few extra minutes spent assessing the load and gathering the right resources can save you weeks or even months of pain and recovery. Don't underestimate the power of a well-considered plan. In the next segment, we'll talk about planning your path, making sure the area is clear and safe before you lift. You've assessed the load. Now it's time to plan your route. Think of yourself as a pilot preparing for takeoff. You wouldn't just jump in the cockpit and start the engines without a flight plan, would you? Lifting is the same. Planning your path is just as vital as assessing the weight. It's about creating a safe and efficient environment for the lift. Before you even touch the object, take a moment to survey your surroundings. First, clear any obstacles. Are there boxes, tools, or other items in your path that could cause you to trip or stumble? Remove them. A clear path minimizes the risk of accidents and allows you to focus on maintaining proper lifting form. Imagine navigating an obstacle course while carrying a heavy load. It's a recipe for disaster. Visual examples of common workplace hazards that can obstruct lifting paths, such as boxes, cords, and spills. Before and after shots showing a cluttered area being cleared for safe passage. Next, ensure you have good footing. Slippery surfaces, loose gravel, or uneven ground can compromise your stability and increase the risk of falls. Wear appropriate footwear with good traction and, if necessary, clean up any spills or debris that could create a hazard. Visual examples of appropriate and inappropriate footwear for lifting. Demonstration of how to test the stability of a surface before lifting. Identify a safe destination for the item. Where are you going to place it? Is the area clear and ready to receive the load? Make sure the destination is stable and can support the weight of the object. It's frustrating and potentially dangerous to lift something heavy only to find that you have nowhere to put it. Visualize the entire movement before you even start. Mentally rehearse the lifting process from beginning to end. Imagine yourself lifting the object, carrying it along your planned path, and setting it down safely at the destination. This mental rehearsal can help you identify potential problems and make adjustments to your plan before they lead to an accident. Think about the lighting. Is the area well lit? Poor lighting can make it difficult to see obstacles and judge distances, increasing the risk of slips, trips, and falls. If necessary, adjust the lighting or use a flashlight to illuminate your path. Finally, communicate with others. If you're working in a busy environment, let people know that you're about to lift something heavy. This can help prevent collisions and ensure that others are aware of your movements. Remember, a little preparation goes a long way. By planning your path carefully, you can create a safe and efficient lifting environment and significantly reduce your risk of injury. Next, we'll debunk a common myth about lifting with your legs. For years, we've heard the mantra, lift with your legs, not your back. It's become ingrained in our collective consciousness as the golden rule of lifting. But what if I told you it's not quite that simple? While the intention behind this advice is good, it's an oversimplification that can be misleading and even contribute to injuries if not understood correctly. The truth is, safe lifting isn't just about legs versus back, it's about engaging your entire body in a coordinated and efficient way. The lift with your legs advice often leads people to believe that they should simply squat down and hoist the object up using only their leg muscles while keeping their back perfectly straight and rigid. This can create its own set of problems. For one, it puts excessive strain on the knees, especially if you have pre-existing knee issues. Secondly, it neglects the crucial role of the core muscles in stabilizing the spine. Visual, a comparison of two lifting techniques. One showing someone squatting with a perfectly straight back but strained knees, and another showing a more balanced approach with engagement of the whole body. Think of it this way. Your legs provide the power, but your core provides the stability and control. A truly safe lift involves a coordinated effort from your legs, core, back, and even your arms. The key is to maintain a neutral spine, which means keeping your back in its natural curvature, not rigidly straight. This allows your core muscles to engage properly and protect your spine from excessive stress. Engaging your core involves more than just sucking in your gut. It's about activating all the muscles around your torso, creating a solid cylinder of support. Imagine bracing yourself for a punch to the stomach. That's the kind of engagement you're aiming for. This core engagement helps to transfer the load from your legs to your upper body, distributing the weight evenly and reducing the strain on any one area. Furthermore, your back muscles play a vital role in maintaining that neutral spine. They work in conjunction with your core to keep your back from rounding or arching excessively. While you shouldn't be relying solely on your back to lift, it's essential to keep those muscles engaged and supportive. Visual, a graphic illustrating the concept of a neutral spine and how core engagement helps maintain it during lifting. The takeaway here is that safe lifting is a holistic process. It's not about isolating one muscle group or rigidly adhering to a simplistic rule. It's about understanding how your body works as a whole and using all your muscles in a coordinated way to lift efficiently and safely. In the next segment, we'll delve into the specifics of the proper lifting stance, showing you how to position your body for optimal leverage and stability. Now that we've debunked the lift with your legs myth, let's get down to the specifics of the proper lifting stance. This is your foundation, the starting point for a safe and effective lift. It's all about positioning your body in a way that maximizes leverage, minimizes strain, and allows you to engage all the right muscles. The correct lifting stance provides the stability needed to lift and carry the load without injury. First, position your feet shoulder-width apart. This provides a wide base of support, giving you stability and balance. Imagine trying to lift something heavy while standing with your feet close together. You'd be wobbly and unstable. Shoulder-width stance allows for better distribution of weight. Visual, a demonstration of the correct foot placement for a proper lifting stance, highlighting the shoulder-width distance. Next, bend at your knees and hips, not just your back. This is where many people go wrong. Instead of squatting down, they round their back, putting excessive strain on their spine. Think of it as sitting back into a chair, keeping your back as straight as possible. Bending at both knees and hips distributes the effort more evenly. Visual, a side-by-side comparison of bending at the knees and hips versus bending only at the back, illustrating the difference in spinal alignment and muscle engagement. The most crucial element is maintaining a straight back. We've already established that this doesn't mean rigidly straight, but rather maintaining the natural curvature of your spine and neutral spine. Keep your chest up and your shoulders back. This helps to prevent rounding and keeps your core muscles engaged. It's important to remember to keep the head up. 2. Visual, a demonstration of how to maintain a neutral spine while bending down to lift, using a dowel rod along the back as a visual aid. Now let's put it all together. Feet shoulder width apart. Bend at your knees and hips, keeping your back straight. chest up and shoulders back. You should feel the engagement of your leg muscles and your core muscles. Your arms should be relaxed and ready to grip the object. Asterisk visual. A full demonstration of the proper lifting stance from multiple angles, highlighting each key element. Foot placement, knee and hip bend, straight back, and core engagement. Asterisk. Think of it as a pre-flight checklist before you take off. This stance prepares your body for the lift, minimizing the risk of injury. It may feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to lifting with a rounded back. But with practice, it will become second nature. Remember, consistency is key. Use this proper lifting stance every time you lift, whether it's a heavy box or a light package. This will reinforce the correct muscle memory and protect your back from unnecessary strain. In the next section, we'll look at how to grip the object securely. You've got your stance, you're ready to lift. But before you hoist that object, let's talk about grip. A secure grip is paramount to a safe lift. A weak or inadequate grip can lead to dropped objects, sudden shifts in weight, and ultimately injuries. It's the connection between you and the load, and it needs to be strong and reliable. The first principle is to use a firm, full hand grip. This means wrapping your entire hand around the object or its handles, using all your fingers and your palm to secure it. Avoid using just your fingertips, as this provides very little support and can easily slip. Asterisk visual. A comparison of a full hand grip versus a fingertip grip, demonstrating the difference in stability and control. Asterisk. Think about the distribution of pressure. A full hand grip distributes the weight more evenly across your hand, reducing the strain on any one point. It also gives you better control over the object, allowing you to react quickly to any unexpected movements. Consider using gloves for better traction. Gloves can significantly improve your grip, especially when handling slippery or rough objects. Look for gloves with textured palms and fingers that provide a non-slip surface. Gloves also protect your hands from cuts, abrasions, and other injuries. Asterisk visual. Examples of different types of work gloves suitable for lifting, highlighting their features and benefits. Asterisk. Different objects require different grips. For boxes, try to grip the bottom edges or use any available handholds. For cylindrical objects, wrap your hands around the circumference, ensuring a firm and even grip. For oddly shaped objects, find the most stable points to grip, even if it means adjusting your stance or using a different lifting technique. Asterisk visual. Demonstrations of different gripping techniques for various types of objects, such as boxes, cylinders, and irregularly shaped items. Asterisk. If the object is too large or awkward to grip securely with your hands, consider using straps or other lifting aids. These devices can provide a more secure connection to the load and reduce the strain on your hands and wrists. Always inspect lifting aids for damage before use. Before you lift, test your grip. Give the object a gentle tug to make sure you have a solid hold. If your grip feels weak or unstable, readjust your hands or seek assistance. It's better to take a moment to ensure a secure grip than to risk dropping the object and injuring yourself. Remember, a strong grip is the foundation for a controlled and safe lift. In the next segment, we'll discuss the importance of keeping the load close to your body. You've got a firm grip, now bring it in close. Keeping the load close to your body is a fundamental principle of safe lifting. The further away the object is from your center of gravity, the greater the strain on your back. This is where the lever principle comes into play. Think of your body as a lever with your spine as the fulcrum. The weight of the object is the load, and your muscles are the force you're using to lift it. When you hold an object far away from your body, you're increasing the length of the lever arm, which means your muscles have to work much harder to counteract the force of the load. This extra effort puts significant stress on your back muscles and spine, increasing the risk of injury. Asterisk visual. A demonstration of the lever principle showing how the distance of the load from the fulcrum spine affects the amount of force required to lift it. Point 2 scenarios are shown, one with the load close to the body and another with the load far away, illustrating the difference in strain on the back. Asterisk. Imagine trying to lift a weight with your arm extended versus holding it close to your chest. You'll immediately feel the difference in effort. The closer you bring the weight to your body, the shorter the lever arm becomes, and the less force your muscles need to exert. Keeping the load close also helps to maintain your balance. When an object is held far away, it can easily throw off your center of gravity, making you more likely to stumble or lose control. Bringing the load closer helps to keep you stable and centered. Visual, a comparison of carrying a load close to the body versus carrying it far away, highlighting the difference in balance and stability. To keep the load close, bend your knees and hips as you approach the object, getting as close as possible before you lift. Avoid reaching or extending your arms unnecessarily. Once you have a secure grip, hug the object close to your chest or abdomen. For larger or more awkward objects, you may need to adjust your stance or use a wider grip to keep the load balanced and close to your body. If possible, use both hands to distribute the weight evenly. If you're carrying an object for a longer distance, take frequent breaks to rest your muscles and readjust your grip. Shifting the load slightly can also help to prevent fatigue and strain. Remember, keeping the load close is not just about lifting, it's also about carrying. Maintain that close proximity throughout the entire movement, from the moment you lift the object until you set it down. This will significantly reduce the strain on your back and help you stay safe. In the next section, we'll focus on lifting smoothly and slowly. You've assessed the load, planned your path, adopted the proper stance, secured a firm grip, and kept the load close. Now, the moment of truth, the lift itself, and the key here is to lift smoothly and slowly. Think of it as a controlled ascent, not a sudden burst of power. Jerky movements and twisting motions are the enemy of a healthy back. Avoid sudden, jerky movements. When you lift with a sudden jerk, you're putting tremendous stress on your muscles, ligaments, and spinal discs. These sudden forces can easily lead to strains, sprains, and even more serious injuries. Instead, focus on a smooth, controlled motion, allowing your muscles to gradually engage and support the load. Visual, a comparison of a smooth, controlled lift versus a jerky, uncontrolled lift, highlighting the difference in muscle engagement and spinal alignment. Twisting while lifting is another major cause of back injuries. When you twist your torso while carrying a load, you're putting your spine in a vulnerable position. The twisting motion can compress your spinal discs and strain the surrounding muscles. Visual, an illustration of the stress placed on the spine when twisting while lifting. Engage your core muscles for stability. We've talked about the importance of core engagement before, but it's worth emphasizing again. Your core muscles are your body's natural corset, providing stability and support for your spine. Before you lift, consciously engage your core muscles, tightening your abdominal muscles and bracing your torso. This will help to protect your spine from injury. Visual, a reminder of how to properly engage core muscles with emphasis on creating a stable cylinder of support around the torso. As you lift, keep your back straight and your movements fluid. Use your leg muscles to power the lift, while your core muscles provide stability and your back muscles maintain proper alignment. Avoid arching or rounding your back. And keep your movements slow and deliberate. Breathe properly. Holding your breath while lifting can increase pressure in your abdomen and put extra strain on your spine. Instead, inhale before you lift and exhale as you lift the object. This will help to stabilize your core and reduce pressure on your back. If you need to change direction, avoid twisting your torso. Instead, pivot your feet in the direction you want to go, keeping your body aligned with the load. Take small, controlled steps to maintain your balance and stability. Remember, slow and steady wins the race and protects your back. In the next section, we'll discuss how to safely lower the load. We've touched upon it briefly, but it's worth emphasizing. Footwork is absolutely key when carrying a load. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about how you navigate that journey while protecting your back. The golden rule: if you need to turn, pivot your feet instead of twisting your torso. Twisting your torso while carrying a load is one of the fastest ways to injure your back. It puts your spine in a vulnerable position, compressing your spinal discs and straining the surrounding muscles. We've said it before, but it bears repeating. Avoid twisting at all costs. Visual, an illustration comparing pivoting the feet versus twisting the torso while carrying a load, highlighting the strain on the spine in the latter scenario. Instead of twisting, use your feet to change direction. Pivot your feet in the direction you want to go, keeping your body aligned with the load. Think of it as turning your entire body as a single unit rather than just twisting your upper body. Asterisk visual, a step-by-step demonstration of how to properly pivot the feet while carrying a load, emphasizing keeping the body aligned and taking small, controlled steps. Asterisk. Take short, controlled steps. Long strides can throw off your balance and increase the risk of tripping or stumbling. Short steps allow you to maintain better control over the load and react quickly to any unexpected movements. Maintain a wide base of support. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart as we discussed in the proper lifting stance. This provides stability and balance, making it easier to maneuver while carrying a load. Pay attention to the terrain. Uneven surfaces, obstacles, and slippery floors can all increase the risk of falls. Scan your path ahead and adjust your footwork accordingly. Take smaller steps on uneven terrain and be extra cautious on slippery surfaces. Asterisk visual. Examples of different types of terrain and how to adjust footwork accordingly, e.g., short steps on uneven ground, cautious steps on slippery surfaces. Asterisk. Don't shuffle your feet. Shuffling can lead to tripping and loss of balance. Lift your feet slightly with each step, ensuring that you clear the ground completely. If you're carrying a heavy load, consider taking frequent breaks to rest your muscles and readjust your grip. This will help to prevent fatigue and maintain proper form. Remember, your feet are your foundation. By using proper footwork, you can navigate your surroundings safely and efficiently while protecting your back from injury. In the next section, we'll discuss how to safely lower the load. You've successfully lifted and carried the load, but the job isn't done until you've safely lowered it to its destination. Lowering the load is just as important as lifting it, and it requires the same attention to proper form and technique. Think of it as reversing the lifting process, maintaining good posture, and staying in control. The first principle is to reverse the lifting process. Use the same techniques you used to lift the object, but in reverse. Bend at your knees and hips, keeping your back straight and your core engaged. Lower the object slowly and smoothly, avoiding any jerky movements or sudden drops. Asterisk visual, a side-by-side comparison of the lifting and lowering processes, highlighting the similarities in technique and the importance of maintaining good posture throughout. Asterisk. Maintain good posture. Keep your back straight, your chest up, and your shoulders back. Avoid rounding your back as this puts unnecessary strain on your spine. Engage your core muscles to provide stability and support. Asterisk visual. A reminder of the proper posture for lifting and lowering with emphasis on maintaining a neutral spine and engaging the core muscles. Asterisk. Keep the load close to your body. As you lower the object, keep it close to your chest or abdomen. This will minimize the strain on your back and help you maintain your balance. Control the descent. Don't just drop the object. Lower it slowly and deliberately using your leg muscles to control the descent. This will prevent sudden shocks to your spine and reduce the risk of injury. Asterisk visual, a demonstration of how to control the descent of the load, using leg muscles to support the weight and maintain a smooth, controlled motion. Asterisk. Communicate with others. If you're working with a team, communicate clearly and coordinate your movements. This will help to prevent accidents and ensure that the load is lowered safely. Ensure the landing surface is stable before you lower the object. Make sure the surface you're placing it on is stable and can support the weight. Avoid placing objects on uneven or unstable surfaces as this can cause them to tip over and injure someone. Once the object is safely on the ground, release your grip. Slowly and carefully. Avoid letting the object slam down as this can create a jarring impact that travels up your arms and into your spine. Remember, lowering the load safely is the final step in the lifting process. By following these guidelines, you can protect your back and prevent injuries. In the next section, we'll discuss team lifting techniques. Sometimes a load is simply too heavy or too awkward for one person to handle safely. That's when team lifting comes into play. But team lifting isn't just about adding more muscle, it's about coordination, communication, and a shared understanding of safe lifting techniques. Communication is absolutely crucial for a successful and safe team lift. The first step is to designate a leader. The leader is responsible for coordinating the lift, giving instructions, and ensuring that everyone is following proper safety procedures. This prevents confusion and ensures that everyone is on the same page. Asterisk visual. A scenario demonstrating a team lift with a designated leader. Clearly giving instructions. Asterisk. Before you lift, discuss the plan. The team should discuss the weight and size of the object, the planned route, and the destination. Identify any potential hazards or obstacles along the way. Make sure everyone understands their role and responsibilities. Visual, a team huddle before a lift showing them discussing the plan and identifying potential hazards. Use clear and concise communication. The leader should use clear and simple language to give instructions. Avoid jargon or ambiguous terms that could be misinterpreted. Use commands like lift on 3 or lower slowly to coordinate movements. Visual, examples of clear and concise commands used during a team lift. Coordinate your movements. Everyone on the team should lift and lower the object at the same time using the same techniques. This will distribute the weight evenly and prevent any one person from bearing the brunt of the load. Visual. A demonstration of synchronized lifting and lowering techniques during a team lift. Maintain good posture. Everyone on the team should maintain good posture throughout the lift, keeping their backs straight, their core engaged, and their movements smooth and controlled. Visual, a reminder of the proper posture for lifting and lowering. Emphasizing the importance of maintaining a neutral spine and engaging the core muscles during a team lift. Use proper lifting aids. If the object is particularly heavy or awkward, consider using lifting aids like straps, dollies, or hand trucks. These tools can make the lift easier and safer for everyone involved. Visual. Examples of lifting aids used during a team lift, such as straps and dollies. Be aware of each other's limitations. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Be mindful of each other's limitations and adjust the plan accordingly. If someone is struggling, offer assistance or suggest a different approach. Remember, team lifting is about working together to achieve a common goal safely and efficiently. By communicating effectively, coordinating your movements, and using proper techniques, you can minimize the risk of injury and get the job done right. In the next section, we'll discuss the importance of core strength and flexibility. We've emphasized the importance of core engagement throughout this discussion, but it's crucial to understand that core strength and flexibility aren't just about lifting techniques. They're about building a resilient body that's less prone to injury in the first place. Regular exercise to strengthen your core and improve your flexibility can significantly reduce your risk of back pain and other lifting-related injuries. A strong core provides stability and support for your spine, acting as a natural corset that protects it from excessive stress and strain. Think of your core muscles as the foundation of a building. A strong foundation can withstand more pressure and stress than a weak one. Visual, an analogy comparing the core muscles to the foundation of a building, illustrating how a strong core provides stability and support for the spine. Flexibility allows you to move more freely and efficiently, reducing the risk of muscle strains and sprains. When your muscles are tight and inflexible, they're more likely to tear or pull when subjected to sudden or unexpected movements. Visual. An illustration demonstrating how flexibility reduces the risk of muscle strains and sprains. So, what kind of exercises should you do? Focus on exercises that strengthen all the muscles of your core, including your abdominals, obliques, back muscles, and hip muscles. Examples include planks, side planks, bridges, bird dogs, and Russian twists. Visual, demonstrations of various core strengthening exercises such as planks, side planks, bridges, bird dogs, and Russian twists with proper form and technique. For flexibility, incorporate stretching exercises into your routine. Focus on stretching your back, hamstrings, hip flexors, and shoulders. Examples include hamstring stretches, cat-cow stretches, and shoulder stretches. Visual. Demonstrations of various stretching exercises such as hamstring stretches, cat-cow stretches, and shoulder stretches with proper form and technique. Remember to warm up before you exercise and cool down afterward. A warm-up prepares your muscles for activity while a cool-down helps them recover. Start slowly and gradually increase the intensity and duration of your workouts. Don't try to do too much too soon, as this can lead to injury. Listen to your body and stop if you feel any pain. Consistency is key. Aim to exercise your core and improve your flexibility at least a few times per week. Even short, regular workouts can make a big difference. In your overall health and well-being, consider consulting with a physical therapist or certified personal trainer for guidance on proper form and exercise selection. They can help you design a program that's tailored to your individual needs and goals. By prioritizing core strength and flexibility, you can build a resilient body that's better equipped to handle the demands of lifting and carrying. This will not only reduce your risk of injury but also improve your overall quality of life. In the next section, we'll discuss assistive devices and equipment. While proper lifting techniques and a strong core are essential, sometimes the best approach is to avoid lifting altogether. Assistive devices and equipment are designed to make lifting easier and safer, reducing the strain on your body and preventing injuries. Knowing when and how to use these tools is a crucial part of any comprehensive safety plan. Dollies are wheeled platforms used to move heavy objects horizontally. They're ideal for moving boxes, furniture, and other bulky items across smooth surfaces. Choose a dolly that's appropriate for the size and weight of the load and make sure the wheels are in good condition. Visual demonstrations of how to properly load and use a dolly, including securing the load and navigating smooth surfaces. Hand trucks, also known as two-wheeled dollies, are used to move objects vertically. They're great for moving appliances, barrels, and other tall items. Secure the load to the hand truck with straps and tilt it back carefully before moving. Visual demonstrations of how to properly load and use a hand truck, including securing the load with straps and tilting it back safely. Lifting straps are used to provide a more secure grip on heavy objects. They wrap around the object and your hands, allowing you to lift with greater leverage and control. Make sure the straps are in good condition and properly adjusted before lifting. Visual demonstrations of how to properly use lifting straps, including wrapping them around the object and your hands for a secure grip. Forklifts are used to lift and move heavy pallets and other large items in industrial settings. Only trained and certified personnel should operate forklifts. Visual, a forklift in operation, highlighting the safety features and proper operating procedures. Adjustable height workstations allow you to raise or lower the work surface to a comfortable height, reducing the need to bend or reach. This is especially helpful for repetitive tasks. Visual demonstrations of how to adjust and use an adjustable height workstation for various tasks. When using any assistive device, always follow the manufacturer's instructions and safety guidelines. Inspect the equipment for damage before use and never exceed its weight capacity. Visual, a checklist of safety procedures to follow before using assistive devices and equipment. Remember, assistive devices and equipment are not a substitute for proper lifting techniques. They should be used in conjunction with safe lifting practices to minimize the risk of injury. The right tool can make all the difference. In the next section, we look at real-world examples and case studies. All the theory and techniques we've discussed are valuable, but seeing them in action, both the right and wrong ways, can really drive the point home. Let's look at some real-world examples and case studies to illustrate the consequences of improper lifting and the benefits of safe lifting practices. These examples serve as reminders of the importance of following safety guidelines. Case study 1, the warehouse worker. Maria, a warehouse worker, consistently lifted boxes with a rounded back, relying solely on her back muscles. She ignored the company's safety training and thought she knew best. One day, while lifting a heavy box of inventory, she felt a sharp pain in her lower back. She was diagnosed with a herniated disc and was out of work for several months, requiring surgery and extensive physical therapy. Visual, a split-screen comparison showing Maria lifting incorrectly with a rounded back versus the correct technique with a straight back and engaged core. Text overlay highlighting the consequences of her improper lifting. Case study 2, the delivery driver. David, a delivery driver, always assessed the weight and size of packages before lifting them. He planned his route carefully, used a hand truck whenever possible, and lifted with proper technique, engaging his core and keeping his back straight. As a result, he never experienced any back pain or injuries, even after years of performing physically demanding work. Visual, a montage of David demonstrating various safe lifting practices, including assessing the load, using a hand truck, and lifting with proper technique. Text overlay highlighting the benefits of his safe lifting habits. Example 1. Lifting a grocery bag. A A person bends over from the waist to pick up a grocery bag from the floor, rounding their back and straining their muscles. This is a common mistake that can easily be avoided by bending at the knees and hips, keeping the back straight. Asterisk visual. A slow-motion video showing the incorrect way to lift a grocery bag, highlighting the strain on the back, followed by the correct way, demonstrating the proper technique. Asterisk. Example 2. Moving furniture. A group of friends attempts to move a heavy couch without a clear plan or proper communication. They struggle to lift it evenly, twist their bodies, and risk dropping it. This illustrates the importance of team lifting techniques, including designating a leader, communicating clearly, and coordinating movements. Asterisk visual. A humorous but cautionary video showing the chaos and potential dangers of moving furniture without proper planning and communication, followed by a demonstration of a coordinated team lift with a designated leader and clear instructions. Asterisk. These real-world examples and case studies demonstrate that safe lifting practices are not just theoretical concepts. They have a tangible impact on your health and well-being. By learning from the mistakes of others and adopting safe lifting habits, you can protect your back and prevent injuries. In the next section, we'll address specific scenarios and lifting challenges. While the general principles of safe lifting apply to most situations, some scenarios present unique challenges. Let's address some specific situations and how to modify your technique to minimize the risk of injury. These are common scenarios where people get hurt. Asterisk lifting from the floor. Asterisk this is a common cause of back pain. Get as close to the object as possible, widen your stance for stability, and squat down, bending at your knees and hips while keeping your back straight. Use a firm, full hand grip and engage your core muscles as you lift. Avoid rounding your back or reaching out to grab the object. Asterisk visual. A demonstration of the proper technique for lifting an object from the floor, emphasizing a wide stance, squatting down, and maintaining a straight back. Asterisk. Lifting overhead. Asterisk lifting objects above your head can put significant strain on your shoulders and back. Use a step stool or ladder to get closer to the object. Keep the object close to your body as you lift and avoid arching your back. If the object is too heavy or awkward, ask for assistance or use a lifting aid. Visual. A demonstration of the proper technique for lifting an object overhead, using a step stool, keeping the object close to the body, and avoiding arching the back. Asterisk. Lifting in confined spaces. Asterisk working in tight spaces can limit your movement and make it difficult to maintain proper lifting form. Assess the situation carefully and plan your route before you lift. Use smaller, more controlled movements, and avoid twisting your body. If possible, use a smaller or lighter object. Visual. A demonstration of the proper technique for lifting in a confined space, emphasizing careful planning, smaller movements, and avoiding twisting. Asterisk. Lifting unstable objects. Asterisk objects that are likely to shift or move require extra caution. Secure the object before lifting it, if possible. Use a firm grip and lift slowly and smoothly. Be prepared for the object to shift and adjust your movements accordingly. Visual. A demonstration of the proper technique for lifting an unstable object, emphasizing securing the object using a firm grip and being prepared for shifts in weight. Asterisk. Asterisk lifting with one hand. Asterisk while it's best to use both hands whenever possible, sometimes you have to lift with one hand. Keep your back straight and your core engaged. Avoid leaning to one side, and keep the object close to your body. Use your other hand for balance, if possible. Asterisk visual. A demonstration of the proper technique for lifting with one hand, emphasizing keeping the back straight, engaging the core, and using the other hand for balance. Asterisk. Remember, these are just a few examples of challenging lifting situations. The key is to assess the situation carefully, plan your movements, and use proper lifting techniques to minimize the risk of injury. When in doubt, ask for assistance or use a lifting aid. In the next section, we'll discuss listening to your body. Even with the best techniques and equipment, it's essential to listen to your body. Your body is an incredibly sensitive instrument, and it will give you warning signs when something is wrong. Ignoring these signals can lead to serious injuries. Recognizing these signals is crucial to staying healthy. Asterisk recognize the warning signs of strain. Asterisk these can include Asterisk sharp pain in your back, neck, or shoulders. Asterisk muscle spasms or cramping. Asterisk numbness or tingling in your arms or legs. Asterisk difficulty moving or bending. Asterisk swelling or inflammation. Visual. A graphic listing the warning signs of strain, emphasizing the importance of paying attention to these signals. Know when to stop. If you experience any of these warning signs, stop what you're doing immediately. Don't try to push through the pain, as this can make the injury worse. Rest and allow your body to recover. Asterisk visual. A simple message. Stop, rest, recover. With an image of a person taking a break from lifting. Asterisk. Seek help when needed. If the pain is severe or doesn't improve with rest, seek medical attention. A doctor or physical therapist can diagnose the problem and recommend appropriate treatment. Don't delay seeking help, as early intervention can often prevent long-term complications. Asterisk visual. Information on when to seek medical attention for lifting-related injuries, emphasizing the importance of early intervention. Asterisk. Don't be a hero. It's important to know your limits and to avoid lifting objects that are too heavy or awkward for you to handle safely. Ask for assistance or use a lifting aid whenever necessary. There's no shame in admitting that you need help. Asterisk visual. A reminder to prioritize safety over pride, emphasizing the importance of asking for help when needed. Asterisk. Pace yourself. Avoid lifting heavy objects for extended periods of time. Take frequent breaks to rest your muscles and stretch your body. This will help to prevent fatigue and reduce the risk of injury. Asterisk visual. A reminder to take frequent breaks and stretch during lifting activities. Asterisk. Communicate with your coworkers. If you're working in a team, let your coworkers know if you're experiencing any pain or discomfort. They can help you adjust the plan or provide assistance. Listening to your body is an essential part of safe lifting. By recognizing the warning signs of strain, knowing when to stop, and seeking help when needed, you can protect yourself from injury and maintain your health and well-being. In the next section, we'll discuss workplace safety regulations and training. Safe lifting isn't just an individual responsibility. It's also a workplace responsibility. Employers have a legal and ethical obligation to provide a safe working environment for their employees, and that includes implementing and enforcing safety regulations and providing adequate training on safe lifting practices. Understanding these regulations and participating in training is essential for protecting yourself and your coworkers. In the United States, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, sets standards for workplace safety. While OSHA doesn't have specific regulations that dictate exactly how much an employee can lift, it does have a general duty clause that requires employers to provide a workplace free from recognized hazards that are causing or are likely to cause death or serious physical harm to employees. Asterisk visual. A graphic highlighting OSHA's general duty clause and its implications for workplace safety. Asterisk. This means that employers must take steps to prevent lifting-related injuries, such as asterisk conducting hazard assessments to identify potential lifting risks. Asterisk implementing engineering controls to reduce the need for manual lifting, e.g., providing assistive devices. Asterisk providing administrative controls, such as work rotation schedules and rest breaks. Asterisk providing training on safe lifting techniques. Visual examples of engineering and administrative controls to prevent lifting-related injuries in the workplace. Employer-provided training is crucial for ensuring that employees understand the risks associated with manual lifting and how to protect themselves. Training should cover topics such as asterisk proper lifting techniques, asterisk how to assess the weight and size of loads, asterisk how to use assistive devices and equipment, asterisk how to recognize the warning signs of strain, asterisk the importance of reporting injuries. Visual, a checklist of topics that should be covered in a comprehensive safe lifting training program. Employees have a right to a safe working environment. If your employer is not providing adequate training or is not taking steps to prevent lifting-related injuries, you have the right to report your concerns to OSHA. Asterisk visual. Information on how to report workplace safety concerns to OSHA. Asterisk. Remember, workplace safety is a shared responsibility. Employers must provide a safe working environment and employees must follow safe lifting practices and report any hazards or concerns. By working together, we can create a safer and healthier workplace for everyone. In the next section, we'll discuss the long-term benefits of safe lifting habits. We've covered a lot of ground in this discussion, focusing on the techniques and strategies for safe lifting. But it's important to remember that these aren't just short-term fixes, they're investments in your long-term health and well-being. The long-term benefits of adopting safe lifting habits extend far beyond simply avoiding injuries. They create a ripple effect of positive changes that impact your physical health, productivity, and overall quality of life. Improved posture. Safe lifting techniques promote proper spinal alignment and core engagement, which translates to improved posture. Good posture not only looks better but also reduces strain on your muscles and joints, preventing pain and fatigue. Visual, a side-by-side comparison of poor posture versus good posture, highlighting the differences in spinal alignment and muscle engagement. Reduced pain. By minimizing strain on your back, shoulders, and other joints, safe lifting habits can significantly reduce chronic pain. This can lead to a greater range of motion, improved sleep, and a higher overall quality of life. Visual, a graphic illustrating the common areas of pain associated with improper lifting and how safe lifting can alleviate those pains. Increased productivity. When you're not dealing with pain or injuries, you're able to be more productive at work and at home. Safe lifting habits can increase your energy levels, improve your concentration, and allow you to accomplish more tasks with less effort. Visual, a graph showing the correlation between safe lifting practices and increased productivity. Greater independence. By maintaining your physical health and preventing injuries, safe lifting habits can help you maintain your independence as you age. You'll be able to continue performing everyday tasks, participating in activities you enjoy, and living a full and active life. Visual, images of older adults enjoying various activities, emphasizing the importance of maintaining physical health for long-term independence. The ripple effect. Safe lifting habits aren't just about protecting yourself, they also have a positive impact on those around you. By demonstrating safe lifting techniques, you can encourage your coworkers, friends, and family to adopt these practices as well, creating a safer and healthier environment for everyone. Visual, a visual representation of the ripple effect, showing how safe lifting habits can spread to others and create a positive chain reaction. Adopting safe lifting habits is a long-term investment in your health and well-being. It's a decision that will pay dividends for years to come, improving your posture, reducing pain, increasing productivity, and enhancing your overall quality of life. In our final section, we'll offer a recap of the key principles and a call to action. We've reached the end of our journey, and it's time to recap the key principles we've discussed and issue a call to action. Remember, safe lifting is not just a set of techniques, it's a mindset, a commitment to protecting your body and prioritizing your health. Let's quickly review the key principles. Assess the load. Evaluate the weight, size, shape, and stability of the object before lifting. Plan your path. Clear obstacles, ensure good footing, and identify a safe destination. Engage your whole body. It's not just legs versus back. Use your legs, core, back, and arms in a coordinated effort. Maintain a proper stance. Feet shoulder width apart, bend at the knees and hips, keeping your back straight. Secure a firm grip. Use a full hand grip and consider using gloves for better traction. Keep the load close. Minimize strain on your back by keeping the object close to your body. Lift smoothly and slowly. Avoid jerky movements and twisting motions. Use proper footwork. Pivot your feet to turn instead of twisting your torso. Lower the load safely. Reverse the lifting process, maintaining good posture and control. Listen to your body. Recognize the warning signs of strain and stop if you feel pain. Utilize assistive devices. Use dollies, hand trucks, and other equipment to make lifting easier and safer. These principles are simple, but they can make a profound difference in your health and well-being. Now it's time to put them into practice. We challenge you to commit to safe lifting practices in all aspects of your life, whether you're at work, at home, or on the go. Visual, a montage of people applying safe lifting techniques in various settings, emphasizing the universality of these principles. Make a conscious effort to assess the load, plan your path, and use proper technique every time you lift something, no matter how small or light it may seem. Encourage your friends, family, and coworkers to do the same. Together, we can create a culture of safety and prevent lifting-related injuries. To further your learning and stay informed about safe lifting practices, we encourage you to explore the following resources. OSHA website, www.osha.gov. National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, www.cdc.gov/NIOSH. American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, www.apta.org. Visual, contact information and website addresses for OSHA, NIOSH, and APTA. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset. By adopting safe lifting habits, you're investing in your long-term well-being and ensuring that you can continue to live a full and active life for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards safer lifting. Now go out there and lift with confidence.